today I'm gonna transform this a wig I've bought from the interwebs. It was a pretty cheap wig, and well, it's not that thick, and yeah, well, you can see it a bit that it's not $100 or €100 wig, but I like it, and I like the fact it has this over here. Looks very natural. And I've decided to go with bangs because I myself did try bangs with my own hair, but it always splits in the middle because I don't know why. So we're gonna cheat, and since I'm going to Castlefest, I've thought, why not a fancy color? I asked a couple of friends of mine which color they would pick for me, and they said to go with a cool color, so I chose this light blue. Yeah, matches my eyes really. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna cut this wig when I added some hair. I want to have more volume, and yeah, it's pretty nice length. And I also want to add some dreads. So first of all, I'm gonna make the weaves to add to this wig, and I will put them in between the hairs here in the side, and then I'm gonna make the dreads. I've watched a couple of tutorials on YouTube. I'm gonna do what I think is gonna work, so bear with me, and let's hope this is gonna be a beauty, and I'm gonna wear it at Castlefest. So yeah, I bought these two fake hair pieces, and I want it to be lighter, but sadly pictures on the interwebs aren't always the reality. So this is what happens. Yeah, this one is pretty blue, very blue, and this one is dark and has green points. But I'm gonna mix and match, and I think it's gonna be fine. I like this matching the best, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna go ahead with this one primarily, and add some of these blues, just a little bit, to mix it up. I put a wire on this canvas frame, as you can do it with a chair as well, but I choose to do it with a canvas because I can take it anywhere and work on this wig wherever I want. I have a little piece of hair over here. I don't want it to be too thick, just small pieces. So this will go on here. You're gonna make a loop, and you're gonna pull this through and tighten it like that. You have to repeat this till you get a full length of hair. So yeah, let's do this. So this one is ready. It's the length of the weft I want it to be, and to prevent every hair to fall out when attaching it to the wig, I used this stuff. It's called Goop. I got it from a skate shop. It's actually to glue shoes together, but I use it for a lot of different things. I love this stuff, and I just put a little bit over here on the edge. Looking a little bit rough now, but I will cut the pieces like these off later. It has to dry for a couple of hours, and then I can put it, I can sew it into the wig. So letting this one dry for a moment now. It's the finished weft. You can see this, yes. And now I'm gonna place it on my head over here. Let me get it, yes. So I've separated the hair. As you can see, it's not a full lace wig, so I'll have to attach it on these points. And now I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that. To do that, I have to figure out what the middle is, and I have a pin over here that shows me which part is the middle, so I'm gonna fold this one in two, so I know what the middle is of the weft. Yeah, and then I'm gonna lay it on top. Using some pins to attach it to the head. I'm using a foam head, so it's very easy to determine where to stitch later. I'm gonna look where the middle of the weft is. So the center is gonna be here. Pinpoint it where it needs to be. I'm using just a small needle and like this one. I don't know if you can see it. A small needle is all you need, and I'm gonna use a thread that is the same color as these little elastic straps of the wig cap. So I'm here with my wig, and I've put all the extra hair in it, and I cut a little bit off on the bottom. It's not even, doesn't have to be. I like it a little bit weird and uneven on the bottom. And now I'm gonna start with making the threads in this wig. What you're gonna need is a brush, a comb, a bit of hairspray, a hook. Well, this one is too big, but I want to show you with what kind of hook you will be needing. If you can see it, I hope you can. But actually this one is a 3mm, and it's gonna be too big for what I want to do with this. So I created my own little hook here. It's a pin that you can use for sewing, and I bended the end a bit so I can use it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna separate the hair first. I've cheated a little bit because I already made these dreads over here. I wanted to try out if the idea that I wanted was gonna work before I showed you the whole wig, because it's pretty as it is already, but I want to make it more unique. So yeah, I'm gonna divide the hair. Let's see. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna divide them in small sections. And what you want to do is, because I've made a thread over here, you want the next thread to be over here, so you can have a little overlaps, if you understand what I mean. So here we go. I'm gonna put a little hairspray on this. Like that. And now I'm gonna divide it. So I'm gonna take this strand over here. There are little hairs over here. Don't mind about them, it's just because it's cheap wig and they do this to create volume in your wig. But we're gonna create it in a different way. Get your hair strand, get your piece of hair, and just comb it back gently. Don't go all crazy, just a little teasing. Because what happens when you do it too much, you will lose your length. So, and we don't want that. Okay, now it's like this. And I'm gonna use my hand palms to roll them out. I'm using the warmth of my body for this synthetic hair. And that's the first base of the dread. As you can see, it's not really knitted together. That's where the little hook comes to help. You're just gonna stick it in and use it as a piece to make knots in your dread. Now this is a time-consuming process, so I'm showing you a little bit, but I will do this when I'm sitting on the couch watching some telly with my husband, and I'm gonna make the base of all the dreads first. But as you can see over here, there's already a knot. So I'm ready to cut the hair now. I've made a ponytail on the front, and a ponytail on the top. And some of you might guessed it already, but I'm gonna do a wolf cut. I watched several tutorials to do this, but I'm kind of nervous nonetheless, because once you cut it you can't glue it back. So yeah, I've made the part from the ear upwards to make this one, and the rest is what's behind. And if you can see, here are the dreads. So I want it layered, and I'm gonna check out where I want to cut the hair. I think somewhere on the chin, so it falls naturally down, but I might cut it later again and again, just to see when I'm satisfied. So yeah, I have my scissors over here, and I'm gonna do it.
Follow and like!